kale omusajja amaze n'atuusibwa ku kkooti anywa ne Coca-Cola. Omutemu ali kunywa ne ku Coca-Cola apparently. Okay. Nonnaku olwaleero omukulu Christopher Okello Onyum akomezeddwawo mu kkooti e Makindye era nga mu kaseera kano omulamuzi asobodde okubeera nga amusomera buli musango oba oliawo gwe yazza n'amubuulira n'olukusa lwalina oba oliawo okusobola okwapiiringa bail. Okusinziira ku ebyo omukulu ono ebintu bino byonna yabikola nga anoonya bugagga era kizuuliddwa kikakasiddwa nti omukulu ono omutwe mulamu ttuku tegulinaako kamogo konna okusinziira ku ripooti omulamuzi gy'asobodde okubeera nga asomera omukulu Christopher Okello Onyum ow'emyaka 39. So byonna tugenda kubeera nga tubiraba era nga tubimanya mu kaseera kano abafamire bagenda maaso n'okuba nti nabo bamenyese bwe bategedde nti omukulu ono talina kakyamu konna ku mutwe, talinaako kantu konna mu mutwe mulamu okusinziira ku ripooti ab'ebyokwerinda gye bagenze maaso n'okubeera nga bakola mu bufu obufaanaganako Kkooti. Ono ye maama w'omu ku baana abagenda maaso n'okuba nti baggyibwa mu bulamu omukulu oyo Christopher Okello Onyum era nga mu kiseera kino abafamire balabiddwako mu kkooti nga bakaaba n'omu ku maama atuuse okubeera nga bambi breaking down n'azirika okusinziira ku bwawulidde nti omukulu ono Okello Christopher Onyum omutwe mulamu ddala era n'ebyali ebigendererwa bye byali byakusobola kulaba nti ayingira mu luse lw'abagagga. Omukulu ono Christopher Okello Onyum kikakasiddwa nti eggwanga yaliyingira mu mwezi gwa kubiri era nga yayita ku nsalo e Busia okuyingira eggwanga Uganda era nga kikakasiddwa nti ono mutuuze wa ggwanga lya America at the same time yasabako n'okufuna passport ya wano nga bye bimu ku bintu ebiri latest oba zi activities ezisembyeyo okukolebwa wano nga ali ku butaka e Uganda. Kikakasiddwa era nti omukulu ono si gwe gubadde omulundi ogusoose okutravelinga nga ajja mu Uganda abadde nga travelinga bwajja bwaddayo bwavaayo bwaddayo. So emirundi mingi oba oliawo kkooti gyetasobodde kubeera nga etubalira nti gumu ebiri naye tugambye mingi. Bwono emmotoka olunaku lwatta yavuga okuva makage oba okuva ku muzigo gy'apangisa mu apartment ekyanja era bw'atyo n'atuukira ku Krokotawa n'ava ku Krokotawa n'atambula n'agenda mpaka Gaba okukakana nga atuuse ku kifo kwennyini crime scene gye twavisitinga ku lunaku luli era awo n'ebigendererwa bye byonna bwe yatandika okubeera nga abituusiza. Nzikiriza nkuteekera eddala mu mbeera omulamuzi gy'ataddewo bw'abadde asomera Christopher Okello Onyum emisango gino n'engeri gye yagizzaamu oba oliawo nkumenyeddemenyeddemu ebisooka bye wandyetaaze okubeera ng'otegeera mu kiseera kino. Oli buterevu ku mukutu Viki exclusive video nkusabye yo giweka like so that edduka ku misinde egy'amaanyi era etuuka ku muntu sekinoomu ayagala okubeera nga oba oliawo giraba n'okugiwuliriza. Olunaku olw'eggulo Jane Francis Obodo yategeezezza nti nno President Museveni yategeezezza era yakkiriza nti kkooti egenda okubeera nga oba oliawo esalira omukulu ono omusango etwalibwe ku ground omusango guno gye gwaddizibwa ku ssomero kwennyini era ng'okusinziira ku scene of crime bwe yali okusinziira ku Mwami Museveni agamba nti enkola ya kkooti empya eri mu kubeera nti egezesebwa ey'okuba nti bakola mobile courts etandikire ku musango gw'omukulu ono. Omusango gwe oba omusango guno ogw'obutemu gwe yakola baguddize eddala ku crime scene oba baguddize eddala mu kifo mu community we yaddiza omusango guno. So tulindiridde okulaba oba high court egenda kutandika okutuuza entuula zaayo wali eri ku Gaba Community Church omukulu ono we yakolera obutemu obanga kkooti enaasigala etuula butuuzi wano ku kitebe kyayo mu Kampala. Byonna tulindiridde okubeera nga tubimanya n'okusobola okulaba bwe bigenda okubeera nga bitambula. So mu bufu obufaanaganako ko bwe butyo ensonga zo tukyaziriko ate era nga mugenna akafuna poliisi ey'Ekabalagala esobodde okubeera nga ekubira omukyala abadde agenda amaaso n'okuba nti acomplaining omukyala Florence. Poliisi y'Ekabalagala emukubidde n'esuubiza okubeera nga egenda ku trackinga bupya omusango gwe ogwatuusibwa era ku mwana we mu district ya Onyum nga bagenda maaso n'okukakasa nti obwenkanya eri abazadde abaviirwako abaana baabwe bugenda maaso n'okuba nti bulabika mu nsonga zino. Tunaaba tuddamu okubatuusaako ensonga. katugende direct mbigambo by'omulamuzi oba mu court session nga bwetambudde olunaku olwaleero.
Gaba Community Church, the operator of the premises where the crime occurred, as well as the families of the victims.
The families are here as well?
The families are here as well.
Okay. I just want to understand, Mr. Okello, are you following?
Yes.
You understand English?
I'm following.
You don't need an interpreter?
I don't mind.
Okay.
So the accused is in court. An inquiry is in the matter complete. You're on our instructions from the DPP to commit the accused person for trial to the High Court. We pray that the indictment and the summary of the case are read to him and he be committed accordingly.
Mr. Okello?
Yes.
These are the community papers. Okay. And this is the summary of evidence. This is the evidence that the state is going to rely on during your trial. Okay? Yes, you are charged with murder, contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. It is alleged that Christopher Okello Onyum, on the second day of April 2026 at Gaba Early Childhood Development Center, Gaba Trading Zone, Gaba Parish, Machinge Division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Etuku Gideon. Count 2, you're charged with murder, contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. It is alleged that Christopher Okello Onyum, on the second day of April 2026, at Gaba Early Childhood Development Center, Gaba Trading Zone, Gaba Parish, Machinge Division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Keisha Otim Agwenoa. Count 3, you are charged with murder, contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. It is alleged that Christopher Okello Onyum, on the second day of April 2026, at Gaba Early Childhood Development Center, Gaba Trading Zone, Gaba Parish, Machinge Division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, you unlawfully caused the death of Seriange Ignatius. Count 4, you're equally charged with murder, contrary to section 171 and 172 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. It is alleged that Christopher Okello Onyum, on the second day of April 2026 at Gaba Early Childhood Development Center, Gaba Trading Zone, Gaba Parish, Machinge Division, Kampala District, with malice aforethought, to unlawfully caused the death of Odeke Ryan. This is the evidence that the prosecution intends to rely on during your trial. The deceased persons, namely Etuku Gideon, Keisha Otim, Seriange Ignatius, and Odeke Ryan, were infants under the care of Gaba Early Childhood Development Center, a daycare facility under the management of Gaba Community Church at Gaba Trading Zone, Gaba Parish, Machinge Division, Kampala District. Etuku Gideon was a male juvenile, aged 2 years and 6 months. Keisha Otim was a female juvenile, aged 2 years. Seriange Ignatius was a male juvenile, aged 2 years and 5 months. And Odeke Ryan was a male juvenile, aged 1 year and 3 months. Gaba Early Childhood Development Center was founded by Gaba Community Church and operates a daycare and early childhood program which takes care of malnourished or vulnerable children from the community between the ages of 3 months to 3 years. The accused person, Christopher Okello Onyum, is a male adult Ugandan, aged 39 years and holder of a Ugandan National Identification Number CM 87127-100 CTME. The accused is also an American citizen and holder of 2 USA passport number A81859-365 and 683248-027. The accused person meticulously planned the attack on Gaba Early Childhood Development Center in the following ways. On the 31st of March 2026, the accused rented a RAV4 motor vehicle registration number UAM 645M from Tripka Rental Uganda for self-drive purposes to facilitate his movement. On the 1st of April 2026, the accused drove motor vehicle registration number UAM 645M from Chanja to Gaba through Ntinda, Nakawa, Chibuli, Kabalagala, Bunga, and Gaba. On the same day, 1st April 2026, the accused visited Gaba Early Childhood Development Center under the guise of seeking admission for his child to survey the premises. At the center, the accused met Ms. Namtebi Phoebe, one of the caretakers, from whom he inquired about the requirements for having his child admitted for care. Ms. Namtebi Phoebe provided to the accused the required information for admission, including details of a financial contribution for each child. 4 days prior to the incident, the accused bought a number of knives to be used in the attack. On the second day of April 2026, the morning of the attack, the accused returned to the center after paying Ugandan shillings 195,000 via his mobile money number 0769 582620 to the head of the center, Ms. Odong Annette Ago, on her mobile money line number 0772 966 956. The accused exited the office and immediately initiated a violent assault on the children playing in the compound. The accused used the knife to systematically attack the 4 victims. When the caretaker, Ms. Namtebi Phoebe, attempted to intervene, the accused threatened her life, causing her to fall while he continued to assault on the victims. The accused was apprehended by security at the center and bystanders. During the arrest, he attempted to discard the primary murder weapon, the blood-stained knife. Upon being apprehended, the accused was locked up in a room at the scene to protect him from the charging public as police arrived. At arrest, the accused was found in possession of 2 mobile phones. The management of the center immediately rushed 3 of the 4 victims to Wayne's Medical Center, where they were also pronounced dead on arrival. Police arrived at the scene and rearrested the accused person. The police recovered the blood-stained knife used by the accused person to kill the 4 victims from within the compound. The said knife was exhibited and preserved for further forensic analysis. In the process of transferring the accused to the police patrol vehicle, 2 other knives dropped from his pockets. The said knives were also recovered and exhibited. The police recorded statements from some of the eyewitnesses and also recovered receipt number 2958 of Gaba Community Church for the UGX 195,000 that had been issued to the accused. The police conveyed the accused to Kabalagala Police Station, where he was taken for first aid for the minor injuries he sustained from members of the public during arrest. The knives recovered at the scene were submitted to the Directorate of Forensic Services for analysis. The forensic examination report shall be relied upon at the trial. The 4 bodies of the deceased children were taken to Mulago City Mortuary for post-mortem examination. For Etuku Gideon, he had a 14-centimeter long open wound on the right side of the neck. The wound was deep, transecting through the skin, plus underlying posterior neck muscles, transacting the esophagus, trachea, internal vein, vagus nerve, and cut fractures of the C6 vertebra. The cause of death was hypovolemic shock due to deep cut injuries to the neck. For Keisha Otim, she was found to have a 9-centimeter long open wound to the right side of the neck. The wound was deep, transecting through the skin, underlying neck muscles, trachea, esophagus, major neck vessels and nerves, cut fracture of the C5 vertebra, rupture of the intervertebral disc, and transection of the spinal cord. The cause of death was hypovolemic shock following deep cut wound to the neck. For Seriang Ignatius, he had a 14-centimeter long open wound to the right side to the neck. The wound was deep, transecting through the skin, fascia and underlying neck muscles, injuring the internal jugular vein, vagus nerve and branches of subclavian artery and vertebral artery in the neck, trachea, esophagus, major neck vessels and nerves. The cause of death was hypovolemic shock following deep cut injuries to the neck. For Odek Ryan, he was found with a 9-centimeter deep cut wound on the right side to the neck. The wound was deep, dissecting through the underlying neck muscles, neck vessels, trachea, esophagus, cut fractures of C4 vertebra and transection of the spinal cord. The cause of death was hypovolemic shock following deep cut injuries to the right side of the neck. All the 4 post-mortem examination reports on police form 48B were retrieved and shall be relied upon during trial. The accused recorded a charge and caution statement wherein he confessed to killing all the 4 deceased children. The scene of crime was visited and processed by the scene of crime officer who generated the report. A search was conducted at the residence of the accused person at Katumba Village, Chanja Parish, Nakawa Division, Kampala on the 3rd of April 2026. At the search, a statement was recorded from his landlord at the residence, 2 American passports in the accused's name, 2 mobile phones and 2 laptops, a sanity medical report for the accused from C-Care, IHK, an American driving permit in the names of the accused, a certificate of good conduct in the names of the accused, and other assorted documents were recovered. A such certificate shall be relied upon during trial. The recovered 2 phones and laptops were submitted to the Directorate of Forensic Services for forensic examination. A forensic examination report shall be relied upon at the trial. The recovered sanity medical report for the accused dated 30th December 2025, authored by a psychiatrist from C-Care, IHK, addressed to Immigration Department, Ministry of Internal Affairs, revealed that the accused had no established mental disorder, was sane and mentally fit to live and work in Uganda. He was observed to have no He was observed to have no odd behavior throughout the medical interview. On the 7th day of April 2026, the accused was examined on PF24 and was found to be a male adult, aged 39 years, with some abrasions and bruises to the forehead and abdomen. He was also found to be of normal behavior, calm, cooperative with a coherent speech, intact memory, and exhibited good judgment. His thought process was found to be normal but believed in wealth by human sacrifice, and was able to explain the reason for killing the children as fortune hunting or enrichment. He, however, claimed to have history of past mental illness. Police investigations reveal that the accused travels in and out of Uganda at different times to different destinations. The accused last entry into Uganda in his passport number A81859365 was on 9 February 2026 via Busia border. A copy of the accused American passport and travel history obtained from the National Citizenship and Immigration Control shall be relied upon during trial. The accused is in his possession a valid driving permit number E62485-866 issued by the state of Virginia, USA on 31st July 2025. A copy of the driving permit shall be relied upon at trial. The accused previously applied for and acquired a learner driving permit in Uganda, which expired in the year 2023. On November 28, 2025, the accused applied for and was issued with a certificate of good conduct by the Directorate of Interpol and International Relations. On the 20th of March 2026, the accused applied for a Ugandan passport. The accused operates bank accounts in Uganda with DFCU and Stanbic banks. Copies of the bank statements will be relied upon at trial. The police investigations further reveal that the accused operates a mobile money account on his telephone number 0769 582620 in the names of Christopher Okello Onyum, where he carries out routine transactions for different purposes on different days, including on the fateful day of 2nd April 2026. The accused also operates routine bank-to-wallet transactions from his Stanbic Bank account to his mobile money line 0769 582620. On the 2nd of April 2026 at 11:09 a.m., the accused transferred UGX 200,000 from his bank account to his mobile line. At 11 a.m., the accused transferred UGX 195,000 from his mobile line to mobile number 0772 966 956, which belongs to Annette Ago, indicating the reason for the transfer as School CRRL Onvum. The mobile money printout shall be relied upon during trial. On the morning of the 2nd of April 2026, the accused moved from Chanja through Clock Tower to Bunga and Gaba, the scene of crime. The accused call data record shall be relied upon during trial. On the 2nd of April 2026 at 11 a.m., the accused's phone made a call to the police emergency line 0323 112 112. The accused's movements prior to the crime were tracked on the police CCTV surveillance cameras. A CCTV analysis report shall be relied upon during trial. Prosecution shall, among others, tender and rely on the following exhibits. 1. Physical evidence, the blood-stained knife, other knives recovered from the accused, and blood-stained clothes of the accused person. Documentary evidence, post-mortem examination reports on PF 48B, accused medical examination on PF 24, the charge and caution statement of the accused, telephone printouts and KYCs, mobile money records, bank statements of the accused person, immigration travel reports, identification documents of the accused person, payment receipt of Gaba Community Church, scene of crime report, court orders, CCTV analysis report, DNA report, accused previous sanity reports, accused certificate of good conduct, accused driving permit, among others. On digital evidence, the prosecution rely on PF 17A, digital forensic report, police CCTV analysis report, among others. Mr. Okello, this is the evidence that the prosecution will rely on during your trial. You're committed to High Court for trial at the next convenient High Court session. This is where you will take plea and you have a right to apply for bail.
We are most obliged.
Okay, there. Board. Cover here.
That's the plan.
It's already the other side. It's ready the for you. I don't want to Let's be moving.